Parco Prato, a sustainable shopping center in Tuscany designed by Inres for Unicoop Firenze. The owner, Unicoop Firenze, is a major Italian cooperative with a turnover of €2.2 million per year, with more than 1,130,000 members, 102 stores in Tuscany, central Italy, and 7,800 staff. The designer, Inres, is the national consortium which, within the Coop system, is responsible for the architectural and system planning, as well as for the construction of supermarkets, hypermarkets, and shopping centers. Inres is also in charge of purchasing all of the machinery, equipment, and services necessary for store operation. Coop adopts the principles of sustainable development in each one of its activities. Parco Prato Shopping Center was opened in November 2009, more than 10 years after the first design drafts. The cooperative has worked in close agreement with Prato's Municipality Environment Department that demanded Unicoop Firenze to obtain the environmental qualification for the new hypermarket starting from the very design phase. The procedures and parameters included in an assessment document called Annex K were to be strictly respected in order to measure the environmental performance of the building process. To achieve this result, Inres has designed all systems so to improve energy efficiency on the basis of the standard performance of a traditional retail store. The Annex K of Prato's municipality groups the regulations for quality and sustainable buildings. They define the legal constraints on environmental efficient buildings to cut or increase taxes, the building quality program, which must be submitted along with the Italian construction permit, the economic and urban incentives. All new buildings must achieve a minimum score of 0.8 points. If the project of the building gets a score exceeding the minimum required rating, it can obtain economic incentives with a score over 1.25, and incentives for urban standards with a score more than 2.50 and further best practices. To achieve the project assessment, the registrants have to explain the goals of the project in a report and fill in the questionnaires in Annex K, divided in 5 assessment sessions: outdoor environmental quality, resource saving, reduction of environmental loads, indoor environmental quality, and management quality. Each section allows to assess the level assigning a corresponding rating, the blue percentage on the left. The bottom section sums all the ratings, and the final score is the project assessment. For each assessment section, solutions aimed at using free mechanical equipment available are being considered, and also solutions that can guarantee that the structure of the building is able to modulate the exterior changing conditions that are characterized by variation from the everyday to the yearly scale. With this objective in mind, the primary function of the shell is to mediate the interior and exterior conditions and reduce the thermal mass of the building. Moreover, all the services and plants, mechanical, electrical, and refrigeration systems, have been designed to obtain the maximum energy efficiency to save resources: BMS system, inverter, refrigerator cases covers, etc. The lighting system adopts technical solutions that allow to minimize the energy consumption: dimmer, LED technology, high-performance lights. The mall is supplied with a photovoltaic plant of 730 kilowatts peak that produces about 840,000 kilowatt-hours a year per annum. The center has adopted a plant for the collection, treatment, and recycling of rainwater and grey water with a tank of 600 cubic meters. The selection of materials was through local or certified suppliers. Best practices in terms of occupant comfort and control
are adopted for indoor environmental quality. About the management, the center is provided of a guide and a training to the building occupants on the appropriate use of building controls and procedures to maintain efficient building operational environmental impact. The center is also provided of customer services and facilities. At the end, with all the assessment weighted scores, Parco Prato has obtained the final score of 2.59 points. Great common areas, with a large arcade and a big square, both covered, allow to achieve high score in the environmental quality assessment. The center is provided of customer services and facilities, for example, electric vehicles charging stations, helps for people with a disability, like the trolley Easy Move, a dedicated area for the sorting and storage of waste oil, and a multimedia space for young people, We Meet.